So once you've got all of that mastered, then you can really show up in your relationships. So then we look at how we make contact, how we stop ourselves from making contact, where we're sensitive to breaks in contact, and really, really get good at being able to interact with people while also maintaining that sense of self, maintaining that sense of your own boundaries, learning what you want from another person, learning how to ask for it, learning how to suffer rejection, learning how to suffer getting what you want, learning how to really just stay with someone no matter what happens, so that you feel like you can really show up with another person. You can really interact in a present way. And that's valuable in every relationship we have, from the person who serves you coffee in the morning, to your best friend, to your mother, to your colleagues, to your partner. All of those relationships have their own particular textures and challenges and pitfalls and opportunities for great fulfillment. So we have to then learn what is contact? How do we know we're in contact with someone? Is it those big, huge emotions again? Or is it something subtler than that? Do we really show up with people? Do we really allow ourselves to be vulnerable? But vulnerable doesn't need to mean weak. Vulnerable can be very, very strong, actually, to be able to be really honest and say, here I am. This is what I want. This is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm experiencing this. How are you experiencing it? And also to be willing to listen to them and to be present to them. So we explore what contact is and what relationships are. Vulnerable doesn't mean weak. It doesn't mean out of control. It means honest. Being willing to be honest. Yeah. And sometimes honesty can be very, very powerful.
Yeah.
You know, because we are weakest when we are pretending to be something we're not. We are weakest when we are thinking and feeling one thing and portraying to the world that we're thinking and feeling something else. That's true vulnerability, because we're not standing on anything real, right? And we have all of these masks that we put on. We have the mask of son, we have the mask of father, we have the mask of worker, we have the mask of
employer, yeah,
the person who either is very open and gregarious, or the person who is sad and depressed. And we hold on to these identities like they're real, but they're not real. Yeah. So it's about being willing to take a chance with what actually is real in a confident way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to realize it's okay. Like I read a saying the other day, which was attributed to Buddha, and it was, you won't be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. Right? So it's being willing. It's when we hide that we actually give our power away. Yeah. But we are very powerful in our relationships when we are making contact, making real, authentic contact, and we are expressing ourselves honestly and trying to make whatever the circumstance is be as we would like it to be, while also respecting that everybody else gets to do that too. We don't get to dominate. We don't get to manipulate. We don't get to make people feel sorry for us so that we get what we want. We have to show up as adults.